Yo, welcome back to a new video. Guys, honestly, today's video is going to be pretty huge, but this also requires you guys to be sure to hit the like button, subscribe if you enjoyed content like this, and I will be sure to bring to you more Black Clover content on this channel, including other stuff. Now, why I'm talking about this, obviously, first of all, relates to spoilers for Black Clover Chapter 313. With the ending of Chapter 313, Lucifer is about to emerge, and I really don't think things are going to go well, so we're going to assume Yami dies. Now, at the end of the day, this is just a theory, but I have good evidence why I believe this might happen. Now, normally, I could say, well, you know, maybe a time skip training arc isn't necessarily needed for every manga. And then for those of you that read My Hero Academia, a couple chapters ago, Deku literally went into a time skip training arc. I was like, what? If My Hero Academia does this, then Black Clover is most likely going to do it too. At the end of the day, the two do follow a very similar storyline, but this now is about Black Clover. So let's talk about what I think is going to happen, but the most important part is I also want your opinion. So if you think something else is going to happen, be sure to comment down below. You know exactly what to comment. Be sure to comment down below, like the video, and maybe we'll do a part 2 to this video where we talk about what you guys think is going to happen if Yami does die in Black Clover. So with that being said, let's just jump straight into this video, and hopefully it's a banger. Alright, yo, jumping straight into it. So obviously, as I mentioned, the first part that can't change is Yami dies. So remember, if you want to participate in this video and you're writing in the comment section, one thing that can't change is Yami's death. So Yami dies. What I believe will happen is the Black Bulls will temporarily disband. Now, I know this is a shock, but at the current moment of time, there's still 17. Now, at this point of time, 300 chapters in, I think it is a perfect time for a 2-year time skip. This will make all the main cast 19. Not only that, in these 2 years, I think a lot of stuff is going to happen that might actually set up the next Black Clover arc. And we'll talk about why it is important for the Black Bulls to disband for this next arc to happen. So, the Black Bulls disband. What happens? Well, personally, I believe Asta, Noelle, and Liebe are going to go train. Most likely the devil Lucifer will escape, and he's going to come up with this master plan to release all the other devils from the underworld. So Asta, Noelle, and Liebe go train to become stronger. In the meantime, I believe during the 2-year time skip, I think Gauche and Grey might actually come closer together, and this is something I want to see. I want to see Tabata develop more ships, and obviously Gauche and Grey getting closer could actually push Asta and Noelle closer as well. So I definitely want to see what those two are going to be up to after the 2-year time skip. Now, what is going to happen with Noelle? Well, obviously I made a video a long time ago saying the next captain of the Silver Eagles is going to be Noelle. If you remember from the arc, Mereoleona fist bumped Noelle and said, surpass her. The only way for Noelle to actually surpass her is for Noelle to once again be the captain of the Silver Eagles. And I believe this way she will have at least not only surpassed her mother, but caught up to the position her mother held before. So I think Noelle is going to become the captain of the Silver Eagles in this 2-year time skip. Now, obviously at this point, well, what would happen to Noelle? Well, to find out what happens to Noelle, I think we need to actually start with Fuegoleon. I believe as the next head of the royal family and the eldest son in the family, Fuegoleon will actually ascend to the throne of the Clover Kingdom, abjugating Augustus Kira Clover. Augustus Kira Clover, at the end of the day, is getting pretty old. And in this 2-year time scale, after the destruction of the castle, after the demon attack, I believe Fuegoleon will take his place as king of the Clover Kingdom. Now, this could only follow with Noelle actually becoming the Wizard King. Tabata confirmed it 2 years ago that Noelle will become the Wizard King. He practically spoiled the manga. Man is bad with spoilers. And since Fuegoleon and Noelle are rivals and there can only be one Wizard King, if Noelle gets Wizard King, Fuegoleon gets King, then these two are equals of some sorts. Remember, it was foreshadowed as back as chapter 20 that Fuegoleon could very be the next king of the Clover Kingdom. So I'm honestly excited to see what could happen in this 2-year time skip. Now, finally, the one I want to focus on is Vanessa. And one of the main reasons why I made this video, one of the main reasons why I believe we need a time skip. Vanessa arguably has one of the most broken powers in Black Clover. But time and time again in this arc, she is useless. Useless against Dante, unable to save Gauche, useless against Morris. And genuinely, if Vanessa is useless, arguably having the strongest power, I think we need a time skip. The gang need to get stronger. Vanessa will most likely go back to the Witch Queen, and then that might even set up the next potential arc. But what I believe could actually be the next setup to the potential arc, with the Black Bulls disbanded across 2 years, I think Charmy is going to go back home, and I think the next arc in Black Clover after that is going to be the Dwarven Kingdom arc. And I really want to see what the dwarves are up to in the Black Cloververse, because it seems not everyone knows about the existence of dwarves. Even the elves were pretty shocked about the existence of Charmy. Mimosa said she heard of it in stories, so it's obvious that the dwarves are not close to the humans, as obviously, I mean, look at the elves were close, and the elves got eradicated. So I think the next arc setting up Black Clover is going to be the Dwarven Kingdom, and I believe it's going to be because Charmy went back to the Dwarven Kingdom, and I honestly think Charmy's probably going to end up being the next princess of the Dwarven Kingdom. Honestly, considering the way Black Clover is going, I mean, would you be shocked if Charmy is the next princess of the Dwarven Kingdom? I mean, I know I wouldn't be shocked, but that's just me. I feel like I know where Tabata is going. Not only Charmy, ignoring them, the other side characters could see some development, interesting development in these 2-year time skip. For example, Finral could actually become the next heir to the House of Vaude, actually marry Finesse. I want to see what actually happens there. We could even see Finral, to be fair, even retire. At the end of the day, we need more new members to come in, some of the old members to be around, but at the end of the day, the old members need to grow up and move on. Finral retiring and being the head of the House of Vaude could actually be a very interesting development Black Clover could use, and I'm actually excited to see where we're going in general. Now, obviously, my theory genuinely requires the death of Captain Yami. Some of you might think he might not die. I guess we'll find out in one of the spoilers, 3 days. Hey, yo! Black Clover spoilers this week are going to be interesting. At the end of the day, I'm excited to see what Tabata has in plan. I have no idea what the madman is planning. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to leave a like, comment, subscribe. I'll see you in the next video. Peace.